everyone, and welcome to today's class. For today, all you will need is your mat and yourself. So whenever you're ready, we're going ahead and meeting in Tadasana at the back of your mat. So go ahead and settle into space, the back of your mat. Moving right into a gentle weight shift, front to back, side to side. Just get your bearings and settle in. On your next breath, go ahead and find your middle ground, anchoring all four corners of the feet into the earth. A gentle lift of the inner arches, grounding down through the big toe. Finding a strong base. Gentle tuck of the lower core. And again, finding that height, finding that strong, stable body all the way through the crown of the head. The arms are resting alongside your body, palms facing forward. And feel free to close your eyes here, if that's comfortable for you. Finding the natural rhythm of your breath, slowing it down with progressively deeper inhales, deeper exhales. On your next breath, inhale, sweeping the arms up and overhead, reaching the fingertips tall, stretching the body even longer. Then exhale, hands to heart center. Sweep the arms once more. Inhale, sweeping the arms up nice and tall, reaching the fingertips towards the sky. Maybe finding a little bit more space by bringing the upper body backwards just a little bit. Then exhale, engaging the core, hinging at the hips. Slight bend in the knees as you fold forward. Finishing that exhale, fingertips come to the earth. Crown of the head drops to the earth, towards the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Pulling the chest forward towards the top of the mat. Exhale, forward fold. And pressing the feet through the earth, keeping the knees slightly bent. Inhale, coming up, sweeping the arms up overhead. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead, reaching the fingertips tall. And then grab hold of opposite elbows here. Taking a moment to maybe expand the chest a little bit more. Maybe taking the upper body back behind you. And exhale, holding onto those elbows, bending the knees, hinging at the hips, folding forward. Coming right into Ragdoll. Letting the crown of the head fall to the earth. Letting go of any tension in the neck. And just finding a little bit more space in the back body. Maybe shifting the weight side to side. Go ahead and release, fingertips come to the earth. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, keeping the slight bend in the knees, pressing through the soles of the feet. Inhale, lift up, reach the arms up overhead. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms sweep up overhead. Reaching the body tall, maybe taking that back bend, maybe taking a little bit further. Opening the front body, and then exhale, closing it all off, hinging at the hips, slight bend in the knees. As the fingertips reach towards the earth, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift once more. Exhale, fold. And then from here, you're going to walk your fingertips out in front of you, coming into a high plank pose. Take a moment here. And then exhale, press back into downward facing dog. Take a moment to shift your weight side to side, pressing the heels towards the earth. Finding length within the backs of your legs. Stay engaged through the upper body. Keeping the focus throughout the entirety of the body. And then on your next breath, settle into your center. Biceps towards the ears. Triceps towards the back of the mat, pressing the energy through the hands, through the heel of the hand. As the sit bones lift high, heels aiming towards the earth. On your next inhale, right leg lifts. And then start to open the hips towards the right edge of the mat as the right knee bends, heel comes back behind you, opening the front of the right hip. Maybe pressing the left heel a little bit closer towards the earth. Find a little bit more length. Finding a little bit more space in both legs. Come back to center, three-legged dog. Then bend your left knee, drive the right knee to right elbow as the foot comes outside the right heel. Drop your left knee. Pull the chest through. Coming into lizard lunge. Left hand plants. Right hand up, opens up and over towards the right side, opening the chest towards the right. Collarbones are long, chest is pulling through. Exhale, right hand returns to the mat. Press your back knee to straight. Then press your right knee to straight, coming into extended pyramid pose. Finding length through the spine, reaching the crown of head towards the top of the mat. Taking the right hip back behind you, left hip comes forward. Plant your right foot. The right foot comes outside of, left foot comes outside of left hand. Inhale, coming into active squat. Exhale, hands come to heart center, coming into standing. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, returning to active squat, hands come to heart center. Hands plant towards the earth. Right foot back behind you. Left foot back behind, high plank. And then exhale, press back into downward facing dog. Opposite side here. On your next breath in. Left leg lifts, three-legged dog. And begin to open the left hip towards the left edge of the mat. Coming into, almost like we're coming into wild thing. But not just yet. That left leg is still up in the air, finding space within the left hip. Staying engaged to the arms. Maybe pressing the right heel a little bit closer towards the earth, finding a little bit more length. Inhale back towards three-legged dog. Bend your right knee, bend the left knee in towards the left tricep as the left foot comes outside the left hand. Drop your back knee. Pull the chest through, lizard lunge. Right hand plants, left arm up and opening the chest towards the left, twisted lizard lunge. Exhale, left hand returns to the mat. Press through the back toes, lifting the back leg, then pressing your left knee to straight, coming into extended pyramid pose. Pressing your left hip back in space as the right hip comes forward, squaring the hips off. The left foot can stay planted or lifted, whichever is most comfortable for you. If the toes are lifted, go ahead and return them back towards the earth. And the left knee bends, right foot comes outside. Right hand, inhale, active squat. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Inhale, reaching the arms up overhead and taking a gentle back bend here. Exhale. Active squat. Inhale, hands plant, keep the elbows bent. Left leg comes back. Right leg comes back, high plank. And exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Slight modifications onto the next side, but similar movements here again. Inhale, right leg lifts, three-legged dog. And then start to open the hip, opening that right side body. You can continue into Wild Thing, dropping the right foot back behind you and opening the body up even more. If you dropped into Wild Thing, come on back. Stay engaged, stay mindful through those anchoring points. As we come back, three-legged dog. Bend the left knee. Right knee comes towards right tricep as the right foot plants outside the hand. Drop your back knee. Inhale, pull the chest through. Walk the fingertips a little bit closer to you so you can bring the upper body a little bit higher. Hands can come to the right thigh, sinking a little bit deeper into the hips. Then your next inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Staying grounded, staying strong in the legs. Go ahead and grab opposite elbows. And like we did earlier in class, try to pull the chest through. Maybe gaze lifts. Just opening the front body. Exhale. Hands are turned back to the earth. Press the back toes, straightening the back leg. Then shifting the weight back and coming into extended pyramid pose. Chest pulls through. Squaring off the hips. Drop the right foot. Left foot comes outside left hand. Inhale, active squat. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Open the front body. Exhale, close it off just a little bit. Active squat. Inhale, hands plant. Right foot extends back. Left foot extends back. High plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left side. Inhale, left leg lifts, three-legged dog, and start to open the left hip towards the left. Stay engaged through the upper body. You can continue through the Wild Thing, spinning open towards the outer edge of the mat. Finding more spaces in the front body. And exhale, close it up. Left hand comes to the mat, spinning onto those right toes, returning to three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the right knee as the left knee drives towards the left tricep. Left foot comes outside left hand. Drop your back knee. Pull your chest through. Lizard lunge. Walk the fingertips back towards you, coming a little bit taller. Hands come to the left thigh. Sinking a little bit deeper, but keeping the spine long and tall. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. Grab opposite elbows and continue that opening of the front of the chest, front body. Stay engaged in the core as you pull. So you want to come through the hips. You want to pull through the hip. Engage within the core, mindful through the center body as you open the front body open. Exhale, close it off. Hands return towards the mat. Press through the right toes as the knee comes to straight and shift your way back, extended pyramid pose. Drop your left toes towards the mat. Right foot comes outside right hand. Inhale, active squat. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms up and over, press the hips forward, open the front body. Exhale, active squat. Inhale, hands plant, elbows bent, left foot comes back, right foot comes back, high plank, press through downward facing dog. Settle in here for just a moment. Then begin to walk your feet to the top of the mat towards your hands. Take it nice and slow, maybe to a count of 10. Bring your feet to hip width apart. And just allow the body to fold forward. Allowing the head, the neck, the shoulders to round. Letting go of any tension. And feel free to take whatever hand placement feels most comfortable for you. So you can take peace fingers to the big toe. You can slide the palms of your hands underneath the feet. Or you can grab hold of the heel. You can tuck the fingertips underneath the heel of the hand. Whichever hand position feels best for you to find a little bit more length in the back sides of the legs. So find your grip. There's your anchor point, your leverage point. And you're going to inhale, find length through the spine. So reaching the crown of the head forward, finding a long spine from the sacrum, from the base of the spine, all the way through to the crown. And exhale, using that leverage, keeping that spine long, folding the body a little bit deeper. Feel free to keep a slight bend in your knees. That's probably going to be more comfortable either way. So keep the slight bend in your knees as you're reaching the sit bones towards the sky. The pelvis is that anchor point. We're reaching from the sacrum to the crown of the head and from the sit bones all the way to the backs of the heels. So that's our center ground, our focal point where we're finding that length from. And then the grip that you've chosen is the leverage to use to find that length. On your next inhale, find length once more. Exhale, fold. One more inhale. Exhale, fold. Release your grip. And then find your way towards the earth. Allow your sit bones to come towards the earth. Feet are flat, knees are bent. And then go ahead and roll all the way down. Feet remain flat, knees remain bent as your upper body, the back of your head finds the earth. Inhale the arms up overhead, catch the elbows once more. And allow the knees to fall toward the right. Inhale back towards center. Exhale, allow the knees to fall towards the left. And just take a few moments here to allow the legs to windshield wipe back and forth to the pattern of your breath. Inhaling towards center and exhaling to the side. On your last inhale, come towards center. Right ankle crosses over left knee. We're going to come into recline pigeon. So you can stay right here if that's comfortable for you, if you'd like a little bit more depth and a little bit more of a stretch into that right hip. Go ahead and bring the left knee towards the chest. Lace the fingers just below the left knee. Keeping your spine long, but not forcing it in any particular way. The right knee is always aiming towards the top right corner of the mat to find a little bit more depth. So as that right knee opens up, the left knee comes in a little bit closer. Go ahead and release. Left foot comes to the mat. Right foot returns to the mat, switching sides. Left ankle crosses over right knee. You could stay here, or for a little bit more of a targeted sensation into the hip. Bring the right knee in towards the chest, clasp the fingers just below the right knee. Breathing in to those areas of the hip that are under tension in this moment. But if you find that you're holding on to tension throughout the body in areas that aren't needed in this moment, go ahead and take a step back and releasing the foot to the earth. You can still keep your right foot down and aiming that left knee towards the top left corner, and you'll still get that opening. You'll still be targeting those muscles within the hip. One more breath here. Allow the right foot to come to the earth, left foot comes to the earth. And keeping the heels in towards the sit bones, allow the soles to meet and the knees to open. It's almost like you're in a reclined butterfly position. Then inhale the arms up overhead, grabbing hold of opposite elbows. Opening of the front body, and opening a little bit of the shoulders, the inner thigh, the front of the hips. If this feels like it's a little bit too much going on in this particular pose, if you'd like to focus on the legs, you can go ahead and allow the arms to come alongside your body. Or if you just want to focus on the opening of the torso, the chest, the shoulders, keep the hold of opposite elbows and just allow the legs to come to straight. Today was a full body practice, but if there are areas that felt a little bit more stuck than others in these final moments, that may be where you want to bring your attention to. If you want to keep the attention on the body in its entirety, you can keep the hips open, keep the shoulders open, keep the chest open. And if you haven't already, please feel free to close your eyes. You can settle in a little bit deeper into the earth, into the sensations that you're feeling. And begin breathing more mindfully into those areas. Please feel free to remain in this position for as long as you need. As always, thank you so much for practicing with me, and I look forward to seeing y'all next time.